Hi guys, today we are going to jump into the People's Court where you guys have a job. Let me turn that down. All right, your job today. What you are witnessing is real. The participants are not actors. They are actual Looking Heights Central students who have attempted to respond to questions using the race strategy. Whether they completed the challenge correctly, will be decided on here in our forum, the People's Court. So I need your help today, guys. We have to decide, do these answers follow our race format? Okay, you are the judge. Okay, you have to determine if your classmates are guilty for correctly using race. So if they're guilty, they correctly use it. If they are not guilty, they need to work. All right, we have learned about race. Okay, so let's look at some of these. You're going to score these for your classmates out of 6 points. If you are not in class today and you need help with this, okay, or if you want extra points for this, please, please, please shoot me an email with your scores, okay? All right, we're going to look and make sure they restated the question in their answer, answered all parts of the question, cited good evidence that supports their answer, and explained how their evidence proves their answer. We want all 4 parts. The other 2 points will come from capitalization and punctuation. All right. Remember, you do want to check to see if they are using punctuation, correct punctuation, ending with quoting and ending a sentence. Also, they use proper capitalization. All right, the question was, Grayson knew very little about the people on the East End. What did Maniac teach Grayson about the people who live on the east side of town? What surprised the old man? Use the race strategy to support your evidence. So let's take a look here. Here's the answer. Is this person guilty of using race? Maniac taught Grayson that the people from the East End are the same as the people from the West End. So think about it. Did they restate? Did they answer? Did they cite? Did they explain? Okay. I see good capitalization and punctuation, but it's missing some things. I don't see evidence. I don't see explaining. Okay. What about this one? The thing that Maniac taught Grayson about black people and white people are that black and white people are both human, and that there is no difference between them. I know this because in the passage above, it shows Grayson asking about black people, like if they had toothbrushes, if they did not drink out of the same glass, which is showing or making it seem like Grayson doesn't really know about black people because he has never been near a black person. All right, I think they restated. They answered. They cited. Now, they were missing some evidence, but they did explain, so I'm going to give them a 5 out of 6. All right, what about this one? Maniac taught Grayson that the black people in the East End and the white people in the West End are the same. For example, in the passage it says, Maniac laid down his fork. Grayson, they're just regular people like us. And, well, I'm telling you, it's the same. There's bathtubs and refrigerators and rugs and TVs and beds. This evidence proves that Maniac was teaching Grayson that both kinds of people were the same because they did all those things the same. Oh, wow. If that's not a 6, I don't know what is. All right, let's look at another set. The question, how did Maniac feel after he beat Mars Bar at the race? Use the race strategy and the evidence to support your answer. Maniac felt pretty bad about beating Mars in the race. According to the text, he hadn't even realized till he crossed the line and he regretted it instantly. This proves that Maniac felt bad because he regretted showing off, turning around, and beating Mars Bar. All right, is it a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6? Go ahead and you do the evaluating on this one. All right, let's look at this one. This is how Maniac felt when he beat Mars Bar at the race. He regretted it. He wondered why he did it, why he was happy to beat Mars Bar. For example, in the text it says, why did I do it? Was all Maniac could think. He didn't even realize that he crossed the finish line, and he regretted it instantly. Wasn't it enough just to win? Had he done it deliberately to pay back Mars Bar for all the nastiness, to show him up and shut him up once and for all? His only reaction was a feeling of sheer joy and embrace, himself in celebration, shouting, Amen! In other words, he realized that he made a mistake to react happy that he beat Mars Bar, and maybe he should have let him win, even if he was very mean. All right, what do we think? That's a pretty long one. Is it a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6? Go ahead and email me your response. In the text, it says Maniac regretted it instantly. He said he shouldn't have did the race. I see no restating, not really answering, kind of somewhat citing text, or not, and no proving, okay? All right. Maniac felt weird because he said, why did I win? According to the text, why did I do it? Was all Maniac could think. The evidence is what he felt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. That's definitely not a 6. Think about what it's missing, okay? All right. Let's look at these last set of answers. Are they guilty of using race? This is when we looked at character traits from A Wrinkle in Time. What is one character trait that describes Meg Murray was our question. One character trait that describes Meg is disbelieving in herself. The text states, during lunch, she roughhoused a little bit and tried to make herself feel better. This supports my answer because it shows her trying to make herself feel better. Furthermore, I can assume that she feels wretched. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6, and tell me why. I think that this evidence doesn't quite match the answer, okay? You always want to make sure your evidence matches the answer. So I'm going to give that one a 5. Margaret is kind, and a character trait that Margaret has is kindness. And in the story, she helps girls, and that means that she is kind. All right, we have a lot left here, guys. Did they restate an answer? Yes, but does it even really make sense? Because that didn't happen in the text, okay? Make sure your answer is true. All right, now we are going to jump into Buzz. I'm going to show you where your show it is today. All right. In week 2, you're going to scroll down to the Thursday. It will be available to you guys. And look for that race, show it. It should also be on your to-do list. All right. So now you are going to be guilty of using race, okay? So please go ahead. What did the pickles eat around dinner, okay? Why did they do this? All right. Make sure you answer in race format. There. Then you're going to tell me which one of these are good and which of them are bad, or what part of race it is. It's only 4 questions today. If you have any questions, please let me know.